some regrettable acting. I decided to go for a little sketch. Why not? Welcome to the final day of 12 Days of Anime. This entry I didn't come up with until I was actually 12 days underway. I finally finished Persona 5. Finally got around to finishing Persona 5, the only game this year that I've been really looking forward to and even got the collector's edition for. I have a little lovely Morgana plush. It's the only game I bought the collector's edition for this year, and it was the game I've been looking forward to for well over a year. I didn't originally play Persona 4 like the majority of people were looking forward, like originally played it and were looking forward to the sequel of the series. So I admittedly haven't waited as long as other people, but I certainly was looking forward to Persona 5 nonetheless. So why does it make a spot on this list? Not only because I just finished it, but it's a common subject in anime, especially when you first start watching anime. It's bound to happen. When you first get indulged in anime, engrossed in anime, you get this thing called the void. Now, I've been watching anime, I say properly, like actually fully putting time into watching anime, actively. Yes, I felt the void very much at the start of my journey. But as you start to watch more and more anime, the interest and enjoyment of anime slowly declines, unfortunately. It's kind of one of those things. And to experience a void then on afterwards is very difficult, if never at all again. However, finishing Persona 5 did just that. It brought back a feeling that I haven't felt in an incredibly long time. So what Persona 5 is basically about, I played Persona 4 Golden, which is one of my most favourite games ever on the PlayStation Vita. And Persona 5 is basically following a group of teenagers. Well, it starts off with just the protagonist, as he's transferred to Tokyo on account of false charges of assault, if I recall correctly. So sent on probation to Tokyo for a year to go to school and live a normal life, to outlive his probation, to stop him from going to Juni. You obviously meet friends, make friends and whatnot, and as anyone that's played Persona, this strange phenomenon happens. And Persona 5 leads on to the point where you start changing society, you change the corruption in adult hearts. And to begin with, you are increasing your band of phantom thieves to eventually come on to larger cases that invoke a bigger drastic change in society. And as that results, you only gain more interest from the public eye. The difference is that Persona 5 is certainly more story driven. It's not as social. It's not so much as a social experience like Persona 4 was. You will go on less trips than what you normally would in Persona 4. You only really go on one trip, if I recall correctly, but the story is very much more important. It has more integrity. I say integrity, it's more dire, it's more severe than what Persona 4 was, because they're constantly in the public eye. It's a really good game. If you enjoy Persona 4, there's no reason to try Persona 5. If you like anime, it's one of the it's probably one of the most iconic anime games out there, and is one of the highly anticipated RPG out there. So definitely give Persona 5 worth a shot. It is on the PSN Christmas sale currently. There is no reason not to check it out. What else can I say on Persona 4? Persona 5, sorry. It's a turn-based RPG. In my personal opinion, how this inflicted me with the void is because it's knowing how long I have to go before getting my next fix for Persona. That's what hurts the most, is waiting to get my next fix. Just waiting for the new Persona game. When Persona ends, it's just... The difference between Persona 4 and Persona 5, at least for me, I knew Persona 5 was on the way. I finished Persona 5, and the only thing that I know it's on the way for Persona is the dancing games. And I like rhythm games, but it's not another entry for Persona. And there was 9 years between Persona 4 and Persona 5. It's gonna be a while. So the reason why I left recording this video so late, because it is actually Christmas Eve, is that they had a live stream. I thought I'd put this at the tail end of the video for anyone that would click on it just for the sake of Persona 5. So they've had a live stream where they've announced more stuff for Persona 5, more so to do with the animation more than anything else, but the Persona as a franchise. So they had a live stream that lasted an hour and a half. Today, Christmas Eve, I believe it was 8 PM JST, and it was 11 AM for GMT. So they finally officially announced name for the main character, because for Persona 4, in the Persona games, when you play, they're just known as the hero, they've got no name. You make up the name. But in the animation of Persona 5 in general, because in Persona 4 it was Yunaro Kami, and in Persona 5 the Joker's name is Ren Amamiya. Ren Amamiya. So that's his name. Not sure how I feel about that, to be honest. It's not as catchy as Yunaro Kami, but whatever. There is a trailer for Persona 5, the animation. I haven't found out if there's an actual worldwide trailer yet, but currently you can watch it on this. I will put a link in the description for the article where you can watch the trailer, because someone managed to put it up without any region restrictions. But I'm currently on YouTube, as far as I know. I haven't checked yet, but it is actually region restricted. Following on from that, Persona, the dancing games, back into gaming. The Persona dancing games, Dancing All Night and Dancing Star Night and Dancing Moon Night. That's right. Will be coming to Japan in May, I believe, May 24th. That's correct, May 24th. So I don't know when it will be coming to PS4, because the West, because I'm not sure if there's been an announcement for a Western release quite yet. But it seems that it's coming to the PlayStation Vita, which is great, because that's kind of where those kind of games belong, really. Then again, Persona 5 also belongs on the Vita. I think Persona 4 Golden played so well on handheld, and I definitely do think Persona 5 would as well. But also on top of that, Persona, they're coming to the PlayStation 4 as well. But Persona 4 Dancing All Night, for those of you that don't own a PlayStation Vita but like Persona 4, Persona 4 Dancing All Night is being ported or re-released, as they call it, to the PlayStation 4. So you'll be able to own 3, 4, and 5 dancing games, rhythm games, on the PlayStation 4. I would assume that would happen for the West as well. If not, you can easily pop on the Japanese store and download it from there. There's no plans for Persona 4 Dancing All Night being a standalone title. Release is May 24th. The box set here currently retails, which comes in a box, the soundtrack, and the games. The PS4 version retails at 16,880 yen and 15,780 yen for the PlayStation Vita version. That's physical copies, so I'm not quite sure how much that will translate once it hits the PlayStation store. Also in this article you'll find 2 new promotional videos for both respective games. This I was quite surprised about. Persona 4 anime is getting a re-release. This is obviously Japan, so I'm not sure whether it will come to the West or not. But the Persona 4 anime is getting another re-release. A new deluxe box set will feature all 38 episodes on Blu-ray, the original soundtrack, and new illustrations by artist Soejima. So basically what's going to happen is we're going to get both the Persona 4 animation and Persona 4 Golden animation along with the original soundtrack. Now, Persona 4 Golden wasn't all that great, and it was sub only. So for any of you that were dub fans like me, it's not too appealing. Plus, I've watched Persona 4 Golden and I'm not a huge fan. Persona 4 Golden ties up the events that weren't included in the original Persona 4 animation, which is basically Marie's arc, and any additional events that we didn't go on in the original video game or the anime. There's very hardly any fighting, if I recall correctly. And that's it. The Persona 5 animation begins broadcasting in Japan April 2018. So I assume maybe we might get a simulcast of it, maybe potentially, although I haven't seen any news on that whatsoever. I will check news before I edit this and obviously put it up as necessary. But yes, Persona 5 animation is coming in April next year. We've got Persona 4 Dancing. We've got Persona Dancing All Night series coming to PlayStation 4 and Vita sometime next year. Western release has yet to be announced. And the protagonist's name gets announced. So yes, a lot of Persona 5 good news. I like it. So yes, before I put that at the tail end of this video. So this will be the last video for 12 Days of Anime. It's certainly been interesting. I'm trying to edit videos every day. Keeping on top of the schedule, making sure I get up and make sure I put in the effort to make these videos and edit them as much as I can. I mean, some of them got sketched, some of them haven't. You know, it's been a lot of work to put up a video every day and edit every day. It's been very difficult, but luckily I've been able to plan around work and whatnot. So me and Morgana here would like to wish you all a Merry Christmas and hope you enjoy the anime festivities that you'll be indulging in over Christmas and the New Year. So for any new subscribers, thank you for subscribing to my channel. I hope you stick around. This isn't the normal content that I do, but I'm always up for a chat and to enjoy what the new season brings, the new year brings. So unboxings and news and updates will go ahead as normal starting the following new year. So as always guys, Happy Christmas. Listen, not as always, but yeah, it's Christmas, so Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Don't drink too much. So yes, take care. Have fun.